guys, it's Mike. I'm super excited today because I'm doing my very first gear review, and it's of a backpack I just ordered and got in the mail just literally a few minutes ago. And the manufacturer is ULA, and it's the Circuit backpack. And I will say, today is Thursday, August 3rd. I ordered this on the 1st, 2 days ago. Now I happen to be in San Diego, and they're in Logan, Utah, so they're not super far from me, but still, I got it in 2 days, regular mail, no expedited, so it depends where you live. But I was very impressed how I ordered it, and it literally, I got an email confirmation of my order, and then an hour later, it had already started to be the process of being shipped. So they put it in a box, and it was already going in the mail. So I was really impressed. So let's check this out real quick. I ordered the Circuit. I ordered it in the orange color. Orange is my favorite color. Let's see if we can see this here. So it does come with some papers. It's the order, what you paid, the shipping document. It has another sheet on general use, how to clean it, things like that. So, and then just different things that the pack comes with and how to use it. Also, I found that for me, before I purchased it, just watching their videos on their website and how all the options and features for the pack really helped sell me. So you can use that as a resource too. So, you know, it's super light. We'll go over all these straps and what it has to offer in a minute. I just want to show it coming out of the box. It's pretty cool. This is the hip belt. Comes right out. Shoulder straps. There's the front of it. It's pretty amazing. You can see there's the ULA Circuit logo, in case you haven't seen it before or you're interested in it. And it's pretty cool. It comes in, it has a ton of options. You can see how many straps just literally are hanging off of this thing. So you have a lot of ways to fit it and options to attach things to it. That's what I really liked about it. The whole thing, with every single option that it comes with, is 41 ounces, so just a little over 2.5 pounds. There are one or two things I may take off, which I'll go over in a minute and show you and see how much weight I saved and what the overall weight is. So, okay, so let's go over the features that this amazing pack has. I do have a cheat sheet here, so I'm going to use it a little bit just because I don't have everything memorized, but I wanted to go over this. So again, this is the ULA Circuit pack. I chose in orange. Like I said, it comes in, I think, 5 different colors. So far, my impressions are just as impressed as I was when I watched the videos. So a couple things about it, okay? So when you get an ultralight, this is 41 ounces. 41 ounces, it literally weighs nothing. That's a little over 2.5 pounds. There are things you can, there's attachments you can take off to make it lighter. You can cut straps. I mean, people that are very anal about it will, that I hike with, will do things like that. So I already have one thing I know I'll take out, which I'll go over later. So let's go over some of the stats that this pack has. The overall volume of this pack is 4,200 total cubic inches, which is about 68 liters, which for me is perfect, because I know for me, as I've gotten into this, the bigger the pack, the more I fill it. So I want the smallest pack I can get, but I have the ability to go bigger if I need it, like for a bear canister, things like that in the Sierra. So it's hard, I don't know if it shows well here, but it's not that huge right now. It's not full or anything, but I know I can fill it up, and the roll top goes up higher, which I'll show you in a minute. It's made from very durable 210 Robic fabric, and so very tough. They have a great warranty. I mean, within reason, if you haven't abused it yourself, they'll fix or replace it. So when it breaks down to the volume and the sections of this, and I'll show you the sections in a minute, the main body, the main portion of this is 39.3 liters. So when I said 68 total liters, 39.3 is in the main body. The front mesh pocket, which is this part right here, and it's a stretchy, I guess it used to be fixed. I was reading some reviews. Now it's stretchy, so I mean, it can literally stretch out super far if you had things to put in there, which I know I do. Things you want to get at, food and maps, and you know, anything like, you know it's going to rain, maybe you put your tent in there, things like that, so you can grab it real quick, or a jacket. This front mesh pocket is 6.6 liters. The side pockets, which are these parts right here, which are where I put my smart water bottles. I've gone away from a Camelback from experience, and this will fit easily 2 vertical 1 liter smart water bottles, and so is the other side right here. It's also got little pull cords here to tighten it up right here. It's hard to see, but right here. So that's the side pockets. There's 2 of them. Total is 13.2 liters, so quite a bit of volume. The exterior collar, which what I understand is this roll top, so when it rolls up all the way, it rolls up to about here. That is 8.2 liters. And the hip belt pockets, which I think are huge, because a lot of manufacturers, and I've owned a couple bags, they don't put any thought into how much you get into your hip belt pocket. So these 2 are very large. I don't know if you can see this, but very large. I have big hands, so I can put the whole hand in there for snacks, and I'm going to put my cell phone or camera. I do lots of, you know, like lotion or snacks, things like that, things, sunblock or things for my lips, so chapstick, things like that. So very big pockets, which is huge and easy to get. I had one that the angle was funky and they couldn't open you zippered it, but you couldn't open it all the way, so it was frustrating because you're trying to get things in. If you have bigger hands like me, it's like you're trying to get in there and you can't get your hand in there to get what you need, and it's just a pain in the butt. So to me there's no reason to design something like that. So I'm really impressed. That's one of the things I liked about this one, is watching the reviews and the video on this pack. So I like that. So I did the math, and that comes out to 68 liters roughly. They suggest that the max load on this is 35 pounds. So if you can get your base weight to, you know, ideally it's 15 pounds, but if it's 15 to 20, then, you know, between water and food, you'll get right around the 35 pound at the max, like when you're first leaving town. So to me, this is the perfect pack for that too. There's bigger ones, but I knew if like I said, if I went bigger, I'd go heavier too. So some of the features again are, what I liked about it, it has hip belt with spacious pockets. The 4 directional hip belt straps to adjust your, so when you do this, you plug this in here, you clip in the waist belt like this, and then these 4 straps, there's 2 on each side to adjust for angles. You can pull in this side and this side, adjust for high or low, however you're built. So it really adjusts. It's got a super padded waist belt, which I'm looking forward to trying. As J straps, shoulder pads, which is a standard for them, which is standard for most people. They also have an S strap, which is for people, men that are very muscular or huge chested, where it sticks out. If your chest is more straight down, which is more like mine, then this strap fits best. If you guess wrong, they can replace them and change them out later on, so that's good. Or it's also, the S strap is for busty women that are bigger in the chest, so they have an option for that, which is great. Everything, a lot of the things on here are removable, like removable water bottle holders. So water bottle holders are these straps right here, and there's 1 and 2, and you would vertically put in the water bottles here, and there's 1 on each side. You can also use these to attach other things, which I'm going to do, maybe some camera stuff and my mini tripod. But you can remove these if you want to save weight. Now, what I like about these packs too, and I'm going to try it out. I'm going on a trip this week, in about a week, and I want to try them out. But there's hand loops, and I've really not seen this on a pack, but there's hand loops connected to the straps. And what that does is, sideways, sometimes you don't want to use your pole. If you're not a person that uses poles, you can pull these straps and put your hands in them, or rest them in them above your head. So kind of like you're hiking and you're holding your hands in the loops like this. It pulls the pack forward. But also, if you've ever hiked, I've hiked when I put my poles up, because I use trekking poles, but when I haven't used trekking poles and I have my hands going like this, you end up getting sausage finger because the blood's not flowing. So if you put your hands near your heart or above your heart and you have them in straps, it's better on your fingers. They don't get swollen up with blood. So it's removable, so I think I'm going to try it out. I mean, even when I eventually do a through hike on the PCT, I may bring them just to have them. If I find that I don't need them, I'll get rid of them. They just unclip, so they're very simple, which I really like. It's not permanent. There's also, there's load lifter adjustments on the front here to pull the load forward towards you or back. It's also lower, which I was really surprised. Right here, I don't know if you can see this, but you can pull, so when it's on your body, you can pull if the rear end part of this, the lower part is far from your body, you can pull it closer to yourself. So that's very cool. So I like that. That's on there. Very large front mesh pocket, which is huge because this is a lot of space. I mean, I don't know if it shows very well, but it's a huge amount of space. I mean, I'll put like my sit pad, maybe my chrome umbrella when in certain sections when I bring it, maybe even my my tent, which is small and light, put it back here. You could put clothes or food so you don't have to go into your pack. So that's probably the most thing, is you put something in here you know you don't want to grab or have to dig into your pack later on. So that's huge. There's a shock cord system, which I like. If you don't put anything on here, you just tighten it down, it tightens the load down. But this is really good for having a sweater available or a jacket, or when you have wet socks or things you need to dry, you just hang them on the pack, and then there's a cinch cord here, you just cinch it up. That's really cool. I really like that. Roll top, which is this. And what's cool about this too is it's got a roll top. And let me pull this down here like this. I'm going to show you this. It's got a roll top. It rolls all the way up here. You don't have to use that, of course. You roll down, and then you can do it like a dry bag like this, or what I like about this, and you can on each side roll like this, down tight, however tight you need it, and then there's straps right here. You can clip it and pull it tight, pull it, cinch it down. If you don't want to use that, which is cool, you clip it like this. Clip it like this after you rolled it up tight. And then what you can do with those straps that we're going to pull down with, these two, cinch the whole pack down, so you can go like this and essentially pull your load and tighten everything down, so you can do it that way. So it's very versatile, which I really like. It's got a single aluminum stay, which is from the inside of the pack, but basically you bend it and you take it out. It's a single metal aluminum, like little half-inch wide stay, and you can bend it to shape to your spine, so you can bend that to be custom. There's also carbon fiber suspension loop, which is just, I can feel it here, it goes up and around in a kind of a U shape and down to here. So that helps keep a little bit of stability. It's super light, it's carbon, it keeps shape to the pack. It's also, they advertise that the bear canister will fit vertically in here, no matter what size vertically. So that's good. You remember, this goes up really high if you're in the Sierras and you need more room. And then there's also inside is removable zippered pockets. There's two. And I know one of the two I'm going to get rid of from experience, but it's very hard to see. I don't know if you can see this, but in here this is the one I'm going to get rid of. It's a very long, just has clips. And what this does is you put your like camelback bladder here, which I started with. There are places, if you want it, to feed through the holes in here, if you want to use a camelback. I weighed this, it's 1.1 ounces, so we started this pack at 41 ounces. So removing this, which I won't need, will make it this pack like right at just under 40 ounces, which would be exactly 2.5 pounds, which I think is amazing for how much this pack has. The other thing that I am going to keep, I've had in some other packs and I really enjoy, is it's just a small zippered pouch. And when you're backpacking, you know, you're not going to bring, especially if you do a through hike, you're not bringing tons of stuff. You won't have keys and things like that. But you want a place where you can't accidentally throw your wallet in here and lose it. So this keeps it separate. You can always find it, and it's fairly far down in the pack, so you can't grab it if somebody were to get in there. So I really like this. I'm going to keep it. Anyway, I'm trying to think. That's about it. I am going on today is August 3rd, 2017. I think I'm going to do next week a 2-day, 29-mile trip from Idlewild. I've done section hiking, and I've already done about 100 and I don't even know exactly, but 170 something miles on the PCT from the terminus up. I've done a couple miles up there about 2 months ago. I went up about 3 miles on the PCT up high in the altitude, and then went up to, not altitude, but elevation, and we went up to San Jacinto, which was 10,834 feet. But I want to continue the section. So I think I'm going to go to Idlewild and do the normal hike that people do, and I'll make a video of it for not only my gear, but just the area, take some great photography. But I really want to do from Idlewild, you go up to Humber Park. I've done a day hike up there to another peak. You go up, it's pretty steep, 2.5 miles and about 2,500 vertical feet. And then you go across the mountains over to Fuller Ridge, which will be 14.5 miles, camp for the night, and then come back to my car. So that's my plan right now, and that'll continue myself almost up to about 100 mile, 191 or 2 of the PCT. So that's it. If you find any value in this, I hope it helped you in some way. I've watched a lot of these videos to help me to purchase this. And please leave some comments if any thoughts or comments or questions you have. And thanks for watching.